Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Begley.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
So off we go then. Marseille have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
De Bast. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I see this guy Pavard as one of the best right-backs in the world, although he always states his desire to play in a more central position, especially when it comes to carrying the ball forward. He's extremely adept, and let's see how well he links up with players ahead of him, Peter. He's very smart. Keep an eye on him at times.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. That's gone loose. For Aubameyang. Pavard, looking for the run. Greenwood receives it in a wide position. Oh, shooting chance! And one more try!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
It's fallen loose again! Taken back almost at once. Trincao. Trincao powering forward. Trincao! Just a whisker away. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up. They'll want to make the most of this turnover. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
De Bast. Gonzalo Inacio. And De Bast. Quarter of an hour played. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Some front-footed pressing going on here. Threads one in. Now it's Aubameyang. That looks a good cross. Rui Silva claims it, safe hands. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. De Bast. Gonzalo Inacio. Tries to play it through. He's picked his way through. Played in deep. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And we have our very first corner. He's tried one! Goal! Sporting! And Sporting score first. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Sporting are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Out to the right. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. He's going for goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Pavard tries to clear. Marseille are looking to go forward now. De Bast.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Shot a goal! And he hits the net! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
De Bast. And it's with the keeper. Now Gonzalo Inacio. Referee's given a throw. De Bast. Flashes it across. Alerdi attempts a clearance.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Has a shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
O'Reilly. Pavard. To Greenwood. He's found a way through. Does well to stand firm and defend it. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries a shot! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Aubameyang deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Gonzalo Inacio. De Bast. Stood up well to him there. That is good strength. He's shifting through the gears here. Højbjerg puts them all in. Rui Silva deals with that nice and simple. Great vision. Oh, perfectly measured that. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He is through here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Sick chance! Just off target.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
That has ended up in no man's land. Trincao. first 45 minutes are up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Attend ses parents au secrétariat du club. Jonathan, casquette bleue. Merci d'accueillir les deux équipes.
Sporting get the second half started.
Sporting have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Trincao. Knocks it into space, and now the breakaway. He has found the way through. Oh, lovely bit of skill. De Bast did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Suarez. Gomez was in no mood for any of that. Now it's Greenwood. Marseille are looking to break at pace.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement.
Terrific header! Oh, crossbar! Suarez driving forward. He's free, shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Sporting have their third corner. Pavard is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, it's come loose. He's gone for goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Pavard to Greenwood. O'Reilly, can he get it through? Pavard gets into a good position. And it's Gomez. Brilliantly cut out. Trincao.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's on it. Can he get away? Spread it left. Greenwood. It'll be a throw-in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nice control. Trincao. Trincao's cross. Out to the left it goes. It's a pretty loose pass. Aubameyang given the lift of his goal, but he's forced to go back. Trincao. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
52 820.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Pressing high and with purpose. Opts for safety. Decent chance! Goal! Sporting! And they get themselves in front! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Can he get on the end of this? Suarez. Chance! He's got a goal! And this is getting better and better. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
That's a throw. Sporting choosing to make the first change. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
And it's Højbjerg. Oh, it's Greenwood! Decent enough try. Tries to pass it through. That looks a cracking ball. And he's got the beating of... And the shot! Euphoria, utopia! And they are cavorting! And they are cruising away! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Marseille can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille. Le numéro 8.
Sporting blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling...
And he shoots! Sporting perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And it's been given away. And that is not finding anyone. Pass somewhat off target. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Gonzalo Inacio. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And De Bast. "75 minutes played. Suarez. There they go, hunting in tacks. Trincao. He's having a go! Emerson clears it away.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And the shot! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Gonzalo Inacio. And De Bast. Not the most... Oh, terrible pass. Great chance! Goal! Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Olympique de Marseille. Après 83 minutes de jeu par le numéro 97.
So is this the start of a comeback? Pinches it off him. Well, that looks a decent ball. De Bast. Trincao. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Just 5 minutes left. Knocks it out wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Ball driven towards the far post. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille. Le numéro 14, le numéro 17. À leur place, le numéro 22, le numéro 19, Geoffrey Kondogbia. Changement.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. De Bast. Oh no, this does not look good. That's really well manoeuvred. And he plays one through. Where gets flagged offside. De Bast. Sporting clearly now in lead preservation mode. Geoffrey Kondogbia. Balerdi, and he's hit it long. To Greenwood. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. There will be 4 extra minutes. It's a promising position, and he's onside. Now can he finish? And he nearly went all the way.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Højbjerg. Bacola. Good running, strong and purposeful. Greenwood. And the ball is out of play. De Bast. And that is that. Sporting are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Suarez claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.